Supporters of embattled Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis gathering in Music City for a religious rally today. We'll take you there.
Vandals paint anti-Islamic graffiti on a Kentucky mosque. How religious leaders say it's bringing the community together.
And we'll take you to the newly renovated Red Mile for their betting facility grand opening.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon. Sam Dick and Amber Philpott reporting. A rally for religious liberty was held in Nashville, Tennessee today, but it was the bluegrass state that everyone was talking about in Tennessee.
In fact, Joe Davis, the husband of Kim Davis, and some of her supporters spoke at the rally in front of the Tennessee State Capitol. WKYT's Phil Pendleton is there and shares with us what he had to say. It's our top story at 4:30.
The rally took place here in downtown Nashville on the courthouse steps. It was a rally for religious freedom, many saying that Christian beliefs, Christian freedoms are under attack. Joe Davis was here as well, traveling all the way from Rowan County, Kentucky. The event was put on by the Tennessee Pastors Association, and speakers were various ministers, evangelists, and state lawmakers. All of them said they fear what cases like Kim Davis are doing to religious liberty and freedoms and those standing up for their beliefs. A pastor from Rowan County traveled with Joe Davis, and both spoke.
Well, I'm not a speaker, but I just want to tell y'all I really and truly appreciate and love each and every one that's here today to show the support for God first, and for me and my wife.
But I want you to know something today, that we serve a God that can do. We serve a God that can make right that which is wrong.
Now, Kim Davis was not here, but she was certainly the center of attention from what a lot of people had to say. Much more on what took place here coming up at 5:30. But for now, in Nashville, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Joe Davis said he could not give individual media interviews and only spoke for just a few minutes at that event.
Today, hearings began for nearly 2,000 people in eastern Kentucky who had their disability payments suspended. Congressional investigators think Floyd County Attorney Eric Kahn used false information to help secure benefits for thousands of people. Now the Social Security Administration is trying to figure out if Kahn's former clients will be able to keep receiving those payments. Some say the looming decision has them terrified.
My heart beats really fast, like the nerves and stress in me. I mean, I go to bed crying every night. I go to bed, I got so much riding on my back with this.
If your disability benefits get taken away, what does that mean?
What it means for me is that I have no hope. It's like, I'm going to be really hurting.
For his part, Kahn has denied any wrongdoing. He has not been charged with a crime. It's not clear when a decision about the payments will be made. You may have noticed a new way to pay at some stores. New chip cards are being rolled out by banks across this country, and merchants have a deadline coming to take them.
WKYT's Miranda Combs joins us now from the newsroom for a story that she's working on for 6.
You may have started getting some of the new chip cards in the mail. If you haven't, you will soon. A spokesperson for Central Bank here in Lexington says this technology is brand new to the United States. He says it's a higher level of security because the chip on your card creates a unique number for each transaction, making it much harder to counterfeit that card or steal it. Stores have to have a new card reader that takes the chip cards. They have until October 1st to get the new chip readers at their checkouts. If they don't, the merchant will be liable if the transaction turns out to be fraudulent instead of the bank.
Merchants are going to comply because they don't want to pick up the additional liability for accepting a fraudulent card.
Coming up at 6, why Steve Kelly says this change in technology needed to happen right now. Miranda Combs, WKYT.
Miranda, thank you. It's certainly been another pleasant day here in the Bluegrass with sunny skies and those lows in the mid-80s.
Kind of tempted to take the day off, but here we are with you. We're glad to be here, but it is a beautiful day out there. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. And Chris, we've been on a roll all week.
Yeah, we have very nice weather out there again today. A lot of upper 70s to around 80-degree thermometers showing up yet again. We look outside. Skycam on top of I-64 here in the Midway. Blue skies as far as the eye can see. How about down in southeastern Kentucky? National Weather Service in Jackson. Blue skies as far as the eye can see. Another crystal clear day. Upper 70s to right around 80 into much of central and eastern Kentucky, which is a normal day for this time of year here across the Bluegrass State. Nothing showing up on Defender. A little bit of high cloud cover from time to time into parts of southern Kentucky. Weather headlines tracking that weekend cold front. Storm chances will increase as we go into the weekend as well, and temperatures will begin to decrease. Guys, we'll head back to below normal by Sunday. We'll time that into town with the hour-by-hour forecast when I come back in a few minutes.
Words of hate painted in red on a holy place. A Louisville mosque was vandalized in the middle of the afternoon.
And faith leaders who gathered at the mosque say this will only bring them closer together. Casey Cunningham reports.
It hurts you because this place is where we gather compassion, where we learn that we have to love each other.
But instead, on Wednesday night, just before 7,
we discovered that the mosque was vandalized.
Curse words, a Star of David, and other phrases sprayed all over the Islamic center of Louisville on River Road.
And if somebody just vandalizes the house of God, then what can you expect from that? What will they do to the fellow human beings?
Despite the hateful message, it didn't take long for members of the Jewish community to come to the mosque.
Shock, absolute shock and disgust.
They're quick to back their brothers and sisters of the Muslim faith.
This in no way represents the Jewish community of Louisville. We stand with our Muslim brothers and sisters and all people of faith and all people of goodwill.
The mosque has been a place of worship for the Muslim community of Louisville for years, but this is the first time it's been the target of vandalism. Dr. Barber tells us despite the message the graffiti sends,
America is our home, America is our country. We're gonna be buried in this country and nobody can scare us away.
Both leaders say the disturbing message is only bringing them closer.
If they intend to break up the close relationship between the Jewish community of Louisville and the Islamic community of Louisville, they are sadly mistaken. Things like this will only bring us closer.
Louisville Mayor Greg Fisher responded by asking the community to help the center paint over the graffiti tomorrow. The FBI is now investigating the incident as a hate crime.
You can now bet on a new kind of racing at one of Lexington's horse tracks. The Red Mile debuting its expanded facility for instant racing on Tuesday. There are more than 900 terminals in the newly expanded 60,000 square foot addition to the Red Mile. Some say it's a welcome and much-needed facelift to a building that's been in Lexington since 1875.
They were able to save the building, save the track, and bring 200 new jobs to Lexington. That's a big deal. We're crowding the winner's circle today.
The Red Mile will be open from 10 o'clock in the morning until 2 o'clock in the morning, except for Friday and Saturday when it will be open until 4 o'clock in the morning. The $45 million project is a joint venture between the Red Mile and Keeneland.
An unofficial tally shows that people in Middlesboro have voted to approve the moist sales of alcohol. It was a close decision. Just 119 votes separated the decision. The so-called moist vote means restaurants can sell alcohol by the drink. The debate has been an ongoing point of contention in Middlesboro for generations, but the town is not alone in this debate. 28 other cities and 3 counties have voted in recent years to approve moist sales of alcohol.
A comedian coming clean about his account of the September 11th attacks, what he lied about, coming up on WKYT News at 4:30.